Hi, everybody. It's Helen McConnell here from helenmcconnell.com. Welcome to the Year of Courage. I had chosen that idea for this year, and then a series of events happened over the weekend that really reinforced that this is super important for me. I don't know if it is for you, and if it's not, that's okay. You might find something else that's equally as important to you and use these things that we talk about here for what's important to you. It's totally okay to sort of translate that. And you don't even need to translate it. Your brain will translate it for you. But this idea of courage, I saw there was a mass shooting in Australia over the weekend. And I heard about and saw these magnificent examples of courage in the midst of horrible things, which is where courage comes from. I mean, you can't just sit around like me at home and be, oh, I'm so courageous and not do anything. Courage takes action. And if you want courage, it's like anything else. If you want courage, and I do, I want to be more courageous. This is my year of courage. The universe doesn't just zap us with courage or whatever it is you want. The universe provides us with opportunities to practice the very thing we've been asking for. And that's for our benefit. If we were just handed everything we asked for, we wouldn't really learn anything and we'd be kind of like wet noodles, it just wouldn't be a big deal. So yesterday or over the weekend, this event that happened, this shooting at a Hanukkah celebration, no less, celebration of light and love. And someone chose to come in and randomly shoot people. I never have understood. I don't have, it's difficult for me to find compassion for people who are in that much pain, but I do have some compassion for them. But for the devastation that they cause, the pain that they cause, you have to have that much pain to give that much pain. So a couple of things I heard about were, number one, I did see this on a video. A guy just walking down the street comes upon this shooting and he sees the guy with a rifle, one of the shooters, there were two of them, and he jumps the guy. He just goes in and jumps him and wrestles away his gun and holds his gun up uh, against the shooter. I assume till the police came. I didn't get the story past that, but would you do that? I mean, and this wasn't just some small gun, which actually would be terrifying enough, but some big ass rifle kind of gun. And I just thought, oh, I mean, this is my response is what would it be like to have that kind of courage that you didn't even think twice about going in after this guy? Now, I'm not saying to the universe, I want to be put in that position, but I know the universe has been offering me ways to be more courageous. And I'm not saying I'm completely without courage, but um, I want to know that I have courage that is unconditional courage, that I will use my courage for the things that I value, for the things that I believe in, like humanity, like being kind to each other. So anyway, that's my one story that guy grabbed the shooter. The other story that I found really tear jerking was there was a father who was looking for his daughter in this crowd. He couldn't find her after the shooting and found her being protected by a woman who'd already been shot. And this woman took this young girl and literally put her body on top of her to keep her safe until her father came. And when I think about that, when I think about what if I was the father, what if I was the woman, what if I was the girl? I mean, it just brings such emotion to my heart and my soul. And that means to me, that means it's connected to God. When I get that emotional, it's like this thing is connected to God. God wants us to love each other. God wants us to care for each other. And so if you think about those shooters and you think what horrible people they are, and I hope something bad happens to them. I'm just going to say it. Then that makes you like them. So do your best. Start small, do a little tapping. And this is what I always recommend to my clients who are trying to find forgiveness, even in smaller situations, even with a family member or an ex or something like that. You just tap, you do this every day for 2 weeks. You tap at night before you go to bed and you talk to God or whoever you believe in, whatever you believe in. You got to find something bigger than you. And you just say, God, you know, I'm trying to forgive that person and I just can't today. I just can't find it in my heart. So I'm asking you for help. Take this from me and use me, give forgiveness through me. Because here's the thing I believe is God doesn't need to give forgiveness because God hasn't judged. I know that's going to bring up a lot of shit for people, but that's just my belief. God isn't a big guy up in the clouds. God is a an essence, an energy in the universe that is totally loving. So when you go to bed, you just say whatever it is that's right for you. God, you know, I can't stand that person. I'm so angry. I'm so hurt. I'm so frustrated. And I want something bad to happen to him. But you just keep kind of talking to God. But please open my heart. Even though today I don't feel like having my heart opened. Be really honest. Okay. And then you just kind of tap around and tap through all the points. Take some deep breaths in. And when you get to the end of the round, you probably don't need to do more than one round, but you can do two or three or four, whatever feels right to you, whatever you feel called to do in the moment. Um, and if you just say, and so it is, and you take a deep breath and you notice notice the resistance to allowing this person to be forgiven, which does not mean that this person is not held accountable. This person, well, oftentimes shooters are shot, but anybody who has done something wrong or bad to other people, hopefully they will be held accountable. By forgiving them does not mean they're not held accountable. They might still go to prison, they might still be in prison for life or whatever the rules are. But let's add a level of love to it. Not, oh, I love that person, but I'm lovingly holding them accountable, which the divine would say is restorative. If there's any chance this person can recover, I'm going to sneeze just a sec. Then we have to provide love. All right, take a deep breath. And that is my message of courage for today. Do you want to be more courageous? Do you want to have more courage? And that doesn't, whatever that means to you, maybe your courage, because I think most of us could use more courage. Are you afraid to have a conversation with your boss or your partner or your kid? Are you afraid to address the elephant in the room at your house? Are you afraid to speak up? Are you afraid to be yourself? Notice where you'd like to have more courage and just embody that, embrace that, and allow the divine to give you opportunities to practice the kind of courage that you want to have. All right. And I put some notes down in underneath this video, and I hope you'll follow along this year as we do a year of courage. Thanks for watching.